you amazing hackers? It's your boy, the humble hacker from Chi-Town, Shy Ronin, aka Roro, back with another walkthrough, another set of walkthroughs. Today, we're going to be going over Explosive from the HacktheBox Starting Point, as well as the Preignition. Don't want to make it an R. Kelly joke because I do not like that dude. Alright, so let's start from the jump. Alright, we got our IP already right here. So let us go over here and see what we can find, yeah? I think we have our, yep. Okay, so first thing that we want to do is, because I've learned from my other previous mistakes, which is to just simply run nmap with the -p- by itself, just so we can make sure that we have anything that's over the top 1,000 ports, so we make sure that we got all of our bases covered. I can do this with UDP by simply adding the -su to that. Just give an example, meaning that because by default nmap scans on TCP ports, if I wanted to also look on UDP ports as well, I would just simply use the SU flag. So, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to keep everything on the TCP jump and see what we get. Now, I was happy about using Nabu, but it's been a little bit flaky lately. I might have to reinstall it. I know mass scan is still cuckoo crazy, but we're going to stick with just nmap for right now. Actually, matter of fact, let's just see what this gives us. Just to be on the safe side, let's make sure we got our spaces correct. How's everyone's week been? Mine has been fine, and I've been having less and less anxiety lately, which is freaking fantastic. A lot of, for people who don't know, like I suffer from anxiety and PTSD due to like baby mama drama and her like family being very discriminatory and racist to people of color, and then like the trauma that they like put me through and whatnot. And I've been getting a lot better at dealing with that and putting all my focus and attention on people who actually do care and do love me, and that has really gotten me out of those dark places and stuff. Definitely feeling a lot better with myself and feeling that I'm actually worth something, you know, instead of having like a group of incompetent people trying to say that I'm worth less and stuff. So yeah, just putting my focus on people who actually have my back has been very helpful. But as I always try to say, I want to create a nice like safe space for anybody, like all groups, all walks of life, doesn't matter, you know, gay, straight, bi, trans. If you are suffering from like a mental illness or whatever, let's talk about it. I want you to be able to feel comfortable with wanting to be able to talk about it and show that you're not alone. That's what I love to promote. Big mental health advocate. You know, I feel that the mental health is very important, and you know, sometimes people might be like scared to be able to talk or whichever. But but I could be a listening ear. That's what I want to just let you like awesome hackers know about. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, current nmap scan for all these ports isn't showing me jabbity jack, squibbity squat. So let's just see if I just run a regular nmap here. Just a regular scan. See if any of these bears fruit the fastest. Don't know which one. Alright, so we're going to let those two run. Let's see what our first question is. What does the 3-letter acronym for RDP stand for? Now, that I already know is Remote Desktop Protocol. So let's simply Google that just to confirm. Remote Desktop Protocol and Bloom. Alright, so what's this one? What is a 3-letter acronym that refers to an interaction with the host through a command line interface? That would be, you just gave me the answer, which is CLI. Okay, thank you. What about graphical user interface interactions? This gives us the answer again, which is the GUI, the GUI. Right? Alright. So, what is the name of an old remote access tool that came without encryption by default and listens on port 23. That would be Telnet. And let's confirm that here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pop one of these bad boys open real quick. And how about you get out of my face? Okay. Or how about I just go to another link? Oh, there we go, right there. Port 23, Telnet, and blah. All right. What is the name of the service running on port 2389? Let me see. Wait. 3389. I totally forgot the name of it, but we're gonna figure that out. Oh, here we go, right here. 3389. The MS dash WBT dash Soiva. So right there. There we go. All right, cool. What is the switch used to specify the target's host IP address when using X-free RDP? So let's pull that up. X-free RDP, and let's gain some intel on this memo drama. All right. So what do we need to do with it? What is the switch used to specify the target host's IP address? So let's also pull this up here. X-free RDP. And we have it, of course, installed already, so we don't have to use no APT getcha gotcha. One way or another. Alright, sorry for that singing again. Let's scroll this up. Scroll. Alright, so okay, which is specify the target host name. Alright, let's see if we can find it here. Okay, sort, drives, encryption, fast float, fat gut. We have H for the height, but not for the host. That stinks. Alright, what does the switch use to specify the target host IP? Oh! Target host IP address. Okay. So, alright, so it looks like we're at nice little thing here. Let's see. Specify the target IP address. Okay, so we don't need to use the -T for the port because it's already on 3389, right? So, hang on. Whoops, I spelled host wrong. You stupid! Okay. Alright, so it looks like host IP is not here. Let's see if we can find the other one. Okay, so would that be -N? No, that's not -N because there's 3. So what is a switch used? So this is most likely going to be a dash. So let's see here. Let's keep it going, keep it moving, keep it moving. Where do we find that at? Okay, Windows title. Username. No, because that's username. Wait, so okay, so this would be the slash. Okay, the target host name, which would be here. So that would be a /v colon Soiva, which is the IP, and the port, which would be the default 3389. Is that correct? Yes, it is correct. Yeah! Alright, what username successfully returns a desktop projection to us with a blank password? Okay, so now what this is saying is that we got to connect to the target here. So let's do that. Let's just do X3 RDP / V colon, and then we take our itman address, plop that right there. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I hate it when numlock is not working on here. Alright, X3 RDP. Paste that, colon 3389. Let's see. We don't have a user, so I don't know if I'm coming in loud on here or not, but I'll try to speak up. Let's see if we just run it just like this. Okay, do we trust the certificate? Yes. Domain. I got no domain. It doesn't give me a domain though. It doesn't give me a password either. Okay. So how about, wait, hang on one second. Let's see if we can include a user. Okay. All right, so we have the U. Okay, so we have the /U colon. And let's just try /U colon. No password. And we're up. All right, which would mean that, because looking at the question, which would mean that we need to pick a username. And obviously it's not root or admin, meaning that it would be administrator. There we go. Submit the root flag. So once we have this up, no, not that up, this up, that, we have our flag that I'm not showing. And there is explosive. All right, so we're gonna stop that and then stop this and gonna hit up our next machine, which is Preignition Uno Momento. Yo, ladies and gents, we are back with our next machine, which is the Preignition, stepping fresh out the kitchen. Let's go ahead and clear this up. Get rid of you because we don't need you no more. And let's do our regular nmap for the top 1,000 ports, so we don't need to go all wacky on the starting point, unless we have to. So, let us begin with our question numero uno. All right, directory brute forcing, which is what this lab's going to be about. It's a technique used to check a lot of paths on a web server to find hidden pages, which is another name for this. So, brute forcing is basically directory busting. It wouldn't be hash cracking because there would be passwords involved, which would most likely be in like the middle. If we find like a HTTP target, like a login or something like that, or if we have an SSH username, I always say never touch SSH unless we have some form of user creds, either just a regular username, or if we have a password or something like that. Passwords might be tricky because then we'll have to guess the username convention. But again, when it comes to hash cracking, only when passwords are going to be needed. Local file inclusion, no, because that's essentially directory busting, but we can't really directory bust something that we don't know if it's even there yet. So, local file inclusion I meant. Yeah, so that would mean that the first step, in order to find anything related to either LFI or hash cracking, is dir busting. Exactamundo. Alright, so what switch do we use for nmap scan to specify that we want to perform version detection? That's the one that I always love to use, which is the dash SV, capital V, or Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's see if we got something from nmap yet. Yes, we do, which is port 80, HTTP service. I bet. Now, since we're doing directory busting on this joint, let's do two things. Me, personally, I love using or that for my directory busting. Let's see what it wants us to do next. Okay. What? Okay, this is... Okay, what is it? Service identified running on port 80, obviously. HTTP. If it was 443, it would be HTTPS. Okay, great. What's the server name and version of the service running on port 80? So we don't have that, but we need to find that. So what we're going to simply do is just go ahead and hit up our up arrow, go to dash S capital V, and see what this presents with us. Next up, I want to get my up ready on this bottom terminal here. Alright. If we're using we specify our why am I pointing over here if the camera's right there? Alright. Gonna specify our word list that we're gonna be using, which is the dash W. And then the dash U is the target URL. Make sure that we have where we want our word list to be putting in our words and scanning from, which is right here where it says fuzz. I don't know what this is, so don't ask me. And we have our version, which is Nginx 14.2, 1.14.2. I'm not going to edit that for the correct one because everybody makes mistakes. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy this IP address right here, and then replace that. This right here. Let me see. I totally forgot what the how to do threading, but we'll figure it out. All right. So we're doing this here. Okay. So we're gonna be using GoBuster. What switch do we want to specify? We want to for reverse that. What switch do we use to specify to GoBuster we want to perform dir busting specifically? That would be with the dir habanero peppers. I don't have it installed already. No. So now I have to wait for this thing to be installed. Foist. Ugh. Okay, come on, buddy. You can go faster than that. Come on with your scanning processes. Thank you. All right, so if we do this again, thank you. We have our dash H. What switch do we use when we want to start doing enumeration, which is the dir. All right, when using GoBuster to dir, when using GoBuster to dir bus, what switch do we add to make sure it finds PHP targets? So let's see if we want specifically PHP targets. Let's see. Let's try with the dash help, so it'll give us more stuff. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Hold up. Sorry, GoBuster command dash help. All right, so let's pull this up. So now we have all of the flags that are related to the dir module. All right, cool. So what switch do we want to use? We want specific file extensions. File extensions to search for. So that would be dash X lowercase x PHP. Okay. So let's go GoBuster dir, specify our word list. Do I have? Okay. Let's see what we have in here. Let's see. Directory. Let's go with common first. Then we specify the target URL with -u. Okay. All right, and -x PHP. All right, so let's run this, see what it does. Okay, so running GoBuster specified the URL. It's only pulling GET requests using this word list and only digging for extensions with PHP in them. Okay, so we have two right here that we got a 200 for. All right, so we can get rid of this. And we have our new path, which is admin-php. All right, so okay, we have used a dash. So we answered this question already. -x PHP, right? What page is found during our Durbuster activities? We already confirmed that, which is admin.php. Correct, though. That is correct. What is the HTTP status code reported for GoBuster over Discover page? Obviously to hundo. And we will go over to admin.php to detect and find what the flag is. And I'm not going there. So that's a journey you have to find on your own. Okie dokie. So that was Preignition. And that is the end of our labs for today. So this was pretty good. We got to learn a little bit more about a little bit more efficient port scanning, learning how GoBuster and for directory busting work and operate. So that was all fun, and I had a grand old time doing it. Thank you very much for coming on the journey with me. As always, do not forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay updated on future content. I'm going to be adding some new stuff soon. I'm going to have a section called Roro Wants to Know, which I basically go over topics that I want to learn more about, that I don't know about, keeping an open mind on new things that I haven't seen or experienced before. Might do that for like blogging instead, but I'll do it here to start it off. And I might be doing some shorts, just some quick summaries of hacking techniques and whatnot on there. So be on the lookout for that. As always, thank you for going on this journey with me. I am Sharon, and I am out. Deuces.